As the night rang low, like it had nowhere else to go, glass and laughter, smoke and sin all circled me within. And in that noise so loud, so tight, I lost my faith that night. It started small, a careless word, the kind you wish you never heard. Then bottles turned to breaking sound, and truth got knocked right to the ground. The jukebox died mid-fading tune, like even music left the room. And every promise I once knew got buried in the blue. No holy sign, no warning grace, just fists and flash and broken space. The air got thick, the floorboard shook, like even heaven took a look. And every breath I tried to save just fell into the grave. I lost my faith in a barroom fight that night, under flickering, dying light. No prayer could land, no voice could stay, just chaos pulling it away. Oh, I tried to hold, I tried to pray, but it all got swept away. And every step I tried to take still feels like what I break. A broken glass, a shattered name, nobody there was quite the same. The preacher's son drifted too, all just red and blue. The floor was slick with truth and lies, reflected in 1,000 eyes. And in that mess of blood and sound, no higher ground was found. The cross I wore inside my chest got lost among the rest. The night don't care who's right or wrong, it only turns it into song. And every breath I can't rewind still lingers in my mind. I lost my faith in a barroom fight for me, and never set me free. No final word, no saving hand, just glass across the land. No, I tried to stay, I tried to run, but the damage was already done. And every breath I tried to find still shakes inside my mind. Now every time I hear that sound of bottles breaking on the ground, it takes me back to where it fell, where heaven turned to hell. Not devil there, not angels either, just men who couldn't be believers. And somewhere in that final swing, I lost everything. Not God, not hope, not truth or flame, just something I can't name. It ain't the bar, it ain't the fight, it's everything feels not right. Every faith we try to keep still cracks and broken sleep. And belief don't always die clean, sometimes it's lost between a shattered glass and fading light inside a barroom fight. I lost my faith in a barroom fight for good, and I've nothing been understood. No peace to find, no place to stand, just the broken bottles in my hand. Oh, I tried to pray, I tried to stay, but it all slipped away. And every breath I try to keep still drifts too deep. Now I don't pray when nights get long, I just remember what went wrong. No truth to fix, no past to mend, just echoes that don't end. Not devil there, not angel. The road runs out where dusk begins, and silence settles under skin. No sirens howl, no horses ride, just heat waves crawling side to side. The sky looks tired, pale and warm, like justice died before it's born. And every mile I walked alone feels like a verdict carved in stone. I waited where the line was drawn, from dusk until the breaking dawn, with blood still fresh on calloused hands, and no one left to make demands. The wind moved through the empty town, like it was searching up and down for something it could call a name, but nothing ever came. The sheriff's post is rusted shut, like it gave up before the cut, and every badge that used to shine is just a shadow of decline. I heard no wheels, I saw no light, just endless stretch of broken night. And every breath I tried to claim just whispered that the law never came. The law never came for me tonight. No justice, no wrong or right, just empty streets and hollow blame, where even truth forgets its name. Oh, I stood where I should have stayed, but nothing came to be displayed. And every road I try to trace still ends in this forgotten place. The saloon doors hang still and wide, like they're waiting for a tide of voices that will never speak, just dust and wood and something bleak. The wanted poster on the wall still sways but never seems to fall. My face is there but faded slow, like even ink refuses to know. I light a match, it burns too fast, like time is trying not to last. And every flicker shows my sin, then disappears again. The silence presses on my chest, like it's a witness to my rest. And every truth I can't reclaim still whispers that the law never came. The law never came for me tonight. No justice, no wrong or right, just empty streets and hollow blame, where even truth forgets its name. Oh, I stood where I should have stayed, but nothing came to be displayed. And every road I try to trace still ends in this forgotten place. I hear my boots against the ground, the only trial I've ever found. No judge, no jury, just the wind deciding what I've done within. The town don't move, it don't respond, like it's already far beyond the need to care, the need to see what's left of guilt inside of me. And in the distance, fading thin, I swear I hear it start again. But when I turn, there's nothing there, just open space and broken air. It ain't the law that makes you clean, it's everything you've never been. And silence doesn't set you free, it just reminds you what you see. And justice don't arrive too late, it simply learns to imitate the absence of what should have came. When the law forgets your name. The law never came, I understand. No saving hand, no final stand, just dust that writes my only name, where even time refuses blame. Oh, I waited there until I knew there was nothing they would do. And every road I can't outrun leads back to what I've already done. Now I don't wait, I don't believe in hands that come or eyes that see. No badge, no rope, no final claim, just me and what I can't reclaim. you'll learn where the law went wrong. The wind still moves, the dust still stays. The empty town forgets the days, and I remain where truth won't taste. Because the law never came. There's no sound where it settled, no trace of how it came, just a quiet rearranging of everything the same. And the light don't seem to linger, like it knows it's not allowed. There's a stillness in the corners that feels heavier than sound. I don't remember when it started, no clean line I can draw, just a slow and steady fading of what I thought I saw. Every door is still wide open, every road still leads somewhere, but the meaning in the distance don't arrive the way it's there. There's no fight left in the silence, no resistance in the air, just the sense that something finished without needing to be there. No final call, no last demand, just something slipping through my hands. And every breath I try to take feels like it's already late. The darkness took its due tonight, no wrong to name, no clear right, just something claimed without a word that everyone somehow heard. Oh, I tried to hold the line, tried to call it out in time, but every step I thought was mine was already redefined. The streets still look the same as ever, same old cracks, same fading paint, but the weight behind the structure feels a little less restrained. No one speaks about the difference, no one stops to question why, but there's something in the stillness that refuses to reply. I see it in the way they're moving, like they've learned to not resist, like the loss was never sudden, just a thing already missed. No name to call, no debt to show, just something everyone will know. And every truth I try to hold feels like it's already gone. The darkness took its due, I see it was never just for me. No matter how I tried to fight, it settled in without a light. Oh, I turned, I tried to stand, but nothing moved the way I planned. And every line I tried to keep just folded underneath. I stood still where nothing changes, let the silence pass me through. Tried to find what was taken, but there was nothing I could do. No moment left to point to, no edge where it began, just the slow and final settling of everything I am. And in that quiet realization, with no resistance left inside, I stopped asking for return and let the absence be my guide. It ain't a force that comes and goes, it's what remains when nothing shows. you ever feel the ending before you see it arrive? Don't assume it comes from nowhere. It might be what kept you alive.
The fire's gone, the ash is cold. The sky has done what skies are told. But something lingers in my skin, like it never lets me in. The wind moves through the empty frame, but nothing here feels quite the same. I washed them clean in river light, I scrubbed them raw through half the night. But every drop just came back wrong, like smoke still knew where it belonged. No matter where I turn or hide, it follows me from the inside. Not flame, not heat, not burning bright, just memory refusing night. The world looks normal, calm and still, but my hands don't know how to heal. I close my fists, I feel it there, like something's crawling in the air. And every breath I try to take just tastes like what I break. My hands still smell like smoke from that night, long after fire left the light. No clean escape, no truth to choke, just ash that never spoke. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but it followed me outside. And everything I try to do still burns a shade of you. Won't wash it off my skin, it only spreads it thin again. Like every step I ever made just deepens what I can't evade. The mirror shows me standing there with nothing clean enough to spare. And in the glass I start to see what fire made of me. No wound to show, no scar to trace, just something time won't erase. The sin don't leave, it settles deep, like something buried in my sleep. And every dream I try to keep still burns beneath my sleeve. My hands still smell like smoke for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No water clears, no truth to choke, just memory and smoke. Oh, I tried to pray, I tried to flee, but it stayed attached to me. And every breath I try to find still carries it behind. They say it fades with passing time, but time don't wash away a crime. It only teaches how to hide what still is burning inside. And even when the night is calm, I feel it crawl across my palm, like something waiting to return for everything I learned. Not fire now, but afterglow, the part you never let go. It ain't the flame, it ain't the blaze, it's everything that never sways. Every choice we can't undo still clings to what we do. And smoke don't leave, it only drifts through all the places memory shifts, till everything
dreams too deep. Now I don't touch, I don't pretend. I let the traces never end. No truth to fix, no past to break. Just everything I can't shake. And if you ever feel that sign on fingertips that aren't quite fine, don't trust the air, don't trust the sky, or you'll know exactly why. The fire's gone, the night runs thin, but something never leaves the skin. And I remain where ember spoke, with hands that still smell like smoke.
There's a low drum beating in my chest tonight, like a worn-out engine barely holding tight. Got a cigarette burn where my past should be, and a trail of ghosts walking next to me. I ain't running fast, just a steady fall. Every mile I take feels like last call. There's a cross in flames in my rearview line, but I never stop, I just take my time. And the night leans in like it knows my pace, like it's got my name in a resting place. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the road runs dry and the truth runs dirty. Every heartbeat drags like a chain on stone, and the silence hits like I'm not alone. Hear the tires hum like a funeral song for the man I was that's been dead too long. I don't pray, I don't pretend, I just roll till the bitter end. There's a bar still open past 2 a.m. with a broken sign that just says amen. I walked inside but I ain't feel seen, just a hollow man in a dying scene. Bartender said you look half gone. I said hell, I've been since way back when. He just poured me black and slid it slow, like he knew I had nowhere else to go. And the jukebox played something low and thin, like it scratched at the bones beneath my skin. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the road runs dry and the truth runs dirty. Every heartbeat drags like a chain on stone, and the silence hits like I'm not alone. Hear the tires hum like a funeral song for the man I was that's been dead too long. I don't pray, I don't pretend, I just roll till the bitter end. There's a woman's voice in the backseat still, says my name like a wound I can't unfeel. I don't turn around, I don't check the glass, but I feel her breath every mile I pass. She says, you remember that rainy night? I grip the wheel but I don't reply, 'cause I see it clear in the passing lights. That moment frozen, that final sight, and the road goes straight, but my mind bends back to a single choice I can't unpack. Every mile I drive just circles in, like I never left where it all began. 82 beats and everyone drags like a nail in time I can't pull back. Engine hum like a dying breath, counting down to a quiet death. Now the gas runs low and the sky turns gray, like the world itself's gonna fade away. There's a sign ahead but I can't read, just a blur of doubt and the final need. If there's something waiting at the end of this, it ain't forgiveness, it ain't bliss, just a place where the road gives out and the silence swallows every doubt. I'm on a slow ride to the end of mercy, where the past don't fade and the scars stay dirty. Every breath I take feels borrowed thin, like the dark's already settling in. Hear the engine fade like a last goodbye, under hollow stars in a dead black sky. I don't turn, I don't mend, I just roll till the bitter end. no escape. Every mile seals my fate. No light, no release, just a road that never leads to peace. If you see headlights drifting slow at night, but they don't get closer and they don't feel right, don't follow, don't pretend, 'cause some roads don't ever end.
The wind cuts sharp across the stone, like it's carving through the bone. No birds sing, no daylight wounds, just restless skies and coming storms. The hills stand tall like silent judges, keeping count of blood and grudges. And every step you take up here feels like something drawing near. And dread, with a price half paid and a past not dead. They said don't come if you've done wrong. These hills remember far too long. Cabins rock where the cold winds pass, with broken glass and brittle grass. And every door I passed that day looked like it turned its face away. A man I knew once crossed this line, swore he'd leave it all behind, but they found him cold beneath the shell, with empty eyes and a wordless tale. A voice came drifting through the ridge, like it followed every step I lived. Said you can climb, but you won't outrun what's been waiting since you begun. There's no mercy in these hills tonight, no wrong or right, just fight or flight. Every sin you tried to hide comes crawling out from the mountainside. Oh, I came to settle what I owe, but the land don't care, it only knows. And every path I try to take leads me back to my mistake. At the ridge's end, where the road gives up and the shadows bend, the door hung loose like a broken tooth, guarding nothing but the truth. Inside was still too still to trust, like the air itself had turned to dust. And on the wall, carved deep and wide, were names of those who never survived. Mine was there in jagged lines, like it had been carved before my time. And something deep beneath my skin told me I'd always belong within. The fire pit burned with no flame, yet still it whispered out my name. And every breath I tried to claim just fed the echo all the same. There's no mercy in these hills tonight, no wrong or right, just fight or flight. Every sin you tried to hide comes crawling out from the mountainside. Oh, I came to settle stars were gone, the sky deranged. The ground beneath began to shift, like it was closing every rift. Figures moved along the crest, shaped like the ones I never confessed. They didn't speak, they didn't chase, they just stood there face to face. And in the silence I could feel every truth I tried to conceal. No courtroom here, no final plea, just the land and what it sees. There ain't no law in rock and bone, no judge to say I'm not alone. Just ancient ground that knows your name and holds you to it all the same. And every step you think is free was carved long before you could see that some debts don't fade with time, they root themselves in dirt and crime. There's no mercy in these hills tonight, no wrong or right, just endless night. Every sin I've tried to hide now walks with me, side by side. Oh, I came to settle what I owe. Now I finally understand and know there ain't no rope, no way to break from the shape of my mistake. Now I wonder where the red lines bleed, with nothing left but what I've been. No past to change, no truth to twist, just names carved deep in the mountain's fist. And if you ever climb this high and feel that weight you can't deny, turn back before you lose your will. There's no mercy in these hills. The wind still cuts, the silence stays. The wind still cuts, the silence stays. The wind cuts sharp across the stone, like it's carving through the bone. No birds sing, no daylight warms, just restless skies and coming storms. The hills stand tall like silent judges, keeping count of blood and grudges. And every step you take up here feels like something drawing near. I rode in slow through dust and dread, with a price half paid and a past not dead. They said don't come if you've done wrong, these hills remember far too long. Cabins rock where the cold winds pass, with broken glass and brittle grass. And every door I passed that day looked. I dug my own grave in Tennessee dirt, with blistered hands and a back that hurt. No preaching near, no words to say, just a shovel full of blame. Cicadas sing like they knew my name. Moonlight watched me shoulder the shame. Every sin I tried to outrun came back heavy as a gun. I thought I'd find some kind of peace, but peace don't come that easy. I dug my own grave in Tennessee dirt, paid for my love in blood and hurt. The street lights hum with a dying glow, like they're scared of what they don't wanna show. The night is thick, almost alive, like it's watching through hollow
what it knows. I walk alone through the empty lane where the asphalt cracked like a broken vein. Every window was dark and still, like the houses were waiting to kill. My footsteps echo too loud, too near, like someone else was following here. But every time I turned around, there was nothing making a sound. Just silhouettes that slipped away, like a smoke that forgot how to stay. And I swear I saw them pause and wait, like they were learning how to imitate. The air got cold in a sudden shift, like reality started to drift. And in that space between light and shade, I saw the rules of the world decay. Their faceless shadows in the dead of night, moving where the light can't fight. No eyes, no voice, no human trace, just empty forms that steal your place. Oh, I run, but they follow slow. Wherever I go, they already know. And the more I try to break away, the more I become what they portray. I passed a mirror in an old shop glass, but my reflection didn't pass. It stood still while I walked on by, like it had learned how to lie. It smiled when I did not, like it knew something I forgot. And behind it, shapes began to crawl through the cracks in the mirrored wall. A man appeared in the corner light, but he melted back into the night, leaving only a shifting frame that looked like it remembered my name. The street signs bent like twisted bone, pointing nowhere I've ever known. And every step that I tried to take just fed the shadows wide awake. They are faceless shadows in the dead of night, moving where the light can't fight. No eyes, no voice, no human trace, just empty forms that steal your place. Oh, I run, but they follow slow. Wherever I go, they already know. And the more I try to break away, the more I become what they portray. I saw a crowd at the end of the road, standing still like they'd all been told. But when I blinked, they lost their skin, just outlines where the dark creeps in. They reached for me without a hand, like they were part of the same dead lead. And I felt my edges start to blur, like I was becoming one with them there. A voice inside me spoke too clear, saying you've been shadowed for years. And I couldn't tell where I began or where I ended in the plan. Now I move like I'm not alone, like my body isn't my own. Every corner feels too near, like I'm disappearing here. And maybe I was never whole, just a shape without a soul, waiting for the night to find what was already undefined. They are faceless shadows in the dead of night, moving where the light can't fight. No eyes, no voice, no human trace, just empty forms that steal your place. The world feels thin like paper skin, and I can see what lies within. A place where shapes don't need a name, just endless echo without flame. The lights go out one by one, till there's no difference left from none. And I fade where the darkness grows into the world of faceless shadows. I dug my own grave in Tennessee dirt, with blistered hands and a back
steeple cracked against the sky, like it forgot how to die. And every bell that used to ring just hung there, deaf and suffering. The wood gave way, the hymn went wrong, and the night turned into smoking song. Sins and broken plans, the candles line the altar stone, but I was never there alone. The preacher's voice had long gone dry, like even faith refused to try. And every prayer I used to trust turned slowly into dust. The stained glass burned in colors red, like every word that I had said was waiting here to be undone by fire rising one by one. The air grew thick, the ground grew hot, like something holy I forgot. And every breath I tried to keep just fell into the heat. I left my soul in a burning church that night, under shattered holy light. No savior came, no hand to reach, just ashes where I used to preach. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray, but the fire learned my name that day. And every step I can't retrace still burns through empty space. The cross fell down in splintered flame, like it no longer knew its name. And every hymn that once felt true was swallowed by the burning blue. The pews collapsed like broken vows, like faith that finally disavowed the weight of everything I was and everything it does. I stood there still, I didn't move, like I had nothing left to prove, just watching something I once believed turn to embers I received. The roof gave way, the walls gave in, like it was where it all begins. And every truth I tried to save got buried in that grave. I left my soul in a burning church for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No holy and no sacred line, just fire that remembers mine. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to stay, but it all burned anyway. And every breath I tried to take still carries what I break. The smoke went up like prayers unbound, too lost to ever be found. And in the rising ash I knew there was nothing I could do. Not devil's hand, not heaven's grace, just me and fire in the place where everything I tried to hide was standing right outside. And when the flames had finally spoke, it wasn't wrath, it wasn't smoke, it was a sound of letting go of everything I used to know. It ain't the church, it ain't the flame, it's everything we failed to name. Every truth inside my mind. Now I don't kneel, I don't return. I watch the embers slowly burn. No faith to hold, no truth to clutch, just what I lost in too much. And if you ever hear that sound of wooden faith collapsing down, don't step inside, don't stay too long, or you'll learn that burning song. The church is gone, the night runs thin, but something never left within, and I remain where ashes lurk, where I left my soul in the burning church. The moon hangs low like a cracked white eye, watching the fields where the shadows lie. Corn stalks sway in a breathless wave, like something is walking between the graves. The wind don't move like it used to do, it drags its feet like it's passing through. And every sound in the midnight air feels like a voice that shouldn't be there. I took the road past Miller's land, where the soil runs black like burning sand. They said, don't stop when the lights go dim, don't listen close or you'll follow him. But I was young and I didn't care, just chasing silence into a dare, with headlights cutting the choking green, like the world had forgotten what light could mean. The radio cracked with a broken hymn, like something was singing instead of him. And I swear I heard my name get said in a voice that crawled inside my head. I rolled the window down just a bit, and that's when the whole night started to shift. The corn leaned in like it knew my sins, and the whispers began again. There's whispers in the cornfield calling my name, soft like mercy but burning like flame. They said, don't turn back, don't leave this ground. Once you hear us, you're never found. Oh, I tried to run, but the tires just spun, like the earth itself wouldn't let me come undone. And the deeper I go, the less I see, just whispers in the cornfield swallowing me. I stepped out slow on the gravel road, where the air felt heavy, thick and slow. The corn stood tall like a watching crowd, silent but somehow screaming loud. Each stalk was bending just out of sight, like something was moving just beyond light. And footprints pressed in the muddy soil, like something had walked there without recoil. Then I saw a scarecrow standing still, wearing a coat that shouldn't be filled, but its head turned slow in my direction, like it was studying my reflection. And the wind said low in a shaking tone, you should have never come here alone. The corn began to close behind, like it was erasing every line. And every step that I tried to take just led me deeper into the shade. There's whispers in the cornfield calling my name, soft like mercy but burning like flame. They say, don't turn back, don't leave this ground. Once you hear us, you're never found. Oh, I tried to run, but the tires just spun, like the earth itself wouldn't let me come undone. And the deeper I go, the less I see, just whispers in the cornfield swallowing me. I found a lantern hanging low, swung by a rope with a dying glow. It flickered words in a broken code, like it knew every path I chose. A figure stood where the roads divide, face half hidden, half alive. It didn't speak, it just stepped near, and suddenly everything went too clear. I saw my father, or what he'd been, before the fields got under his skin. He said, boy, don't trust what you hear at night. The corn don't give back what it takes in life. Then he faded into the grain, like he was never here again. Now the sky is a hollow drum, beating slow till the night goes numb. And I realize with a sinking breath, the corn is just what's left of death. Every whisper is just the past, trying to make a moment last. And every soul that's lost its way still walks these roads to this day. There's whispers in the cornfield calling my name. No mercy left, just endless flame. They say don't turn back, don't leave this ground. Once you hear us, you never found. Oh, I tried to run, but the ties just spun, like the earth itself wouldn't let me come undone. And now I know what the silence means. The cornfield remembers everything. I don't know how long I've been here now. The sky don't change, it just knows how to stay the same in a dying loop, like time got trapped inside the loop. The road I came on doesn't exist, just rows of green in the endless mist. And I hear my voice in the rustling grain, calling myself again and again. Maybe I was never outside, maybe I stepped into something that hides, and every whisper that let me in was just where I always have been. So if you pass where the corn grows high, don't trust the wind, don't question why. And if you hear your name on the breeze, don't follow it into the trees. Because the field don't sleep and it don't forgive, it only knows how the lost still live. And every stalk where the shadows spin, the whispers are waiting to pull you in. Scream like a broken choir under a sky that's soaked in fire. The moon hangs low like a crooked tooth over a road that don't tell the truth. Dust rises slow where the sinners go, where the wind don't whisper, it only moans. And every mile that you try to pass feels like it's dragging you right back fast. I left my home in the fading light with nothing but a restless night. Mama cried, but I didn't stay. Said I'd find my way someday. But the South don't let you just walk away. It keeps you so for another day. And every road sign bent and cracked, like it knew I was coming back. The trees stood still like they'd seen it all, like they were waiting for me to fall. And somewhere deep in the heavy air, I swore I heard a prayer not there. A voice came low from the ditches black, said, boy, you don't turn your back. But I kept driving through the heat where the devil learns your heartbeat. On the devil's road down south I ride, where the truth and lies collide, where every sinner knows his name, and every blessing turns to flame. Oh, I tried to leave, but it pulled me in.
for me. I stopped at a shack with a flickering light, where the air felt thick as a fight. A man inside with hollow eyes said, "Son, you're not the first to die." He poured me a drink that tasted like ash, like every dream turned into crash. And when I asked him what he meant, he just smiled like he was spent. Said, "This road don't end where maps pretend, it just circles back again. And every traveler thinks they're free, till the road comes collecting its fee." The wind outside kept calling slow, like it already owned my soul. And every mile marker I passed just felt like shadows from the past. On the devil's road down south I ride, where the truth and lies collide, where every sinner knows his name, and every blessing turns to flame. Oh, I tried to leave, but it pulled me in, like a river made of sin. And the deeper I go, the less I see, just the devil's road waiting for me. A preacher stood by the roadside dirt, with a Bible soaked in her. He said, "Boy, you're heading wrong," but his voice didn't sound that strong. His hands were shaking, eyes too wide, like he'd already been inside. And when I asked him what he saw, he just whispered, "Don't break the law." But there ain't no law on that cursed land, just fire disguised as rain. And every promise ever made gets buried where the debts are paid. I saw my shadow leave the wheel, like it had a life to steal. It walked ahead down the broken line, like it wasn't even mine. And I swear the road itself leaned near and told me what I feel, that every turn I thought was mine was written down the whole damn time. On the devil's road down south I ride, where the truth and lies collide, where every sinner knows his name, and every blessing turns to flame. Oh, I tried to leave, but it pulled me in, like a river made of sin. And now I know I'll never be anything but part of me. Now I don't know if I'm still real, or just the road's next meal. The engine hums like a dying prayer, but there's no destination there. The sky don't change, the miles don't end, just the same bend after bend. And I've learned what the silence said, the living and the road are dead. So if you drive where the map turns black, don't ever try to look back. And if you hear the room was dim, the air stood still, like it was waiting on a wheel. No ticking clock, no final sound, just silence pressing all around. And in that hush so cold and thin, the devil started counting sin. He didn't knock, he didn't speak, just sat beside the broken wheat, like he had always been there first. Before the moment things went worse, he flipped through pages none could see, like they were written just for me. And every line I tried to hide was already open wide. No rage, no flame, no horns of flame, just numbers learning every name. And every breath I tried to take was just another break. The shadows lean, the walls went thin, like they were part of where he's been. And every truth I tried to keep just fell into the deep. The devil counted every sin I made underneath the pale charade. No mercy left, no place to run, just tally after done. Oh, I tried to lie, I tried to flee, but he already knew me. And every step I try to take still adds to what I break. He counted words I never said, and every thought inside my head. Not loud, not cruel, not overtly wrong, just where I don't belong. The room got colder with each song, like judgment finally had become. Not punishment, not final end, just something that won't bend. And when he smiled it wasn't hate, just certainty sealed in fate. Like everything I am inside was already classified. The inkless pages turned alone, like sin was something overgrown. And every second passing through was added to the truth. The devil counted every sin I owned, like it had always been condoned. No alibi, no final plea, just what he saw in me. Oh, I tried to stop, I tried to hide, but the legend never lied. And every breath I try to keep still sinks into the deep. Now I don't speak when he is near, I only feel the numbers clear. No fire burns, no chains appear, just quiet learning fear. And every shadow that I cast feels like it's riding in the past, like nothing ever truly dies, it just gets analyzed. The devil doesn't shout or chase, he just remembers every place. It ain't the horns, it ain't the flame, it's everything without a name. Every thought we try to spin still gets counted as sin. And evil doesn't always roar, sometimes it keeps a perfect score, till everything you try to be becomes a math of misery. The devil counted every sin in me, and I don't think I'm still free. No line to cross, no way to run, just numbers when he's done. Oh, I tried to pray, I tried to stay, but he counted anyway. And every breath I try to find still adds inside my mind. Now I don't ask, I don't resist, I let the ledger coexist. No truth to fix, no past to spin, just counting without end. And if you ever feel that chill where silence sits and time stands still, don't let it end, don't let it begin, or he'll start counting you within. The room stays dark, the night runs thin, but something never stops within, and I remain where shadows pin, while the devil counts every sin.
There's a rail line rusting through a dying town, where the trains stop coming but the tracks stay down. Every board creaks low like it's warning me, but I keep walking where I shouldn't be. I found an old coat by the broken gate, with a pocket watch stuck at a certain date, and a name stitched in that I couldn't place, but it felt like mine when I saw the face. And the wind cut sharp like it knew my past, like every step might be my last. These tracks don't lead back where they began, they just pull you deeper from what you understand. Every mile steals a piece of your name, till you ain't sure who's left to blame. Hear the steel hum low like a funeral hymn for the man I was and the life I've been. I don't stop, I don't ask, I just follow down a one-way path. There's a station house with the lights burned out, and a ticket booth with no way out. I saw a figure there dressed in gray, selling rides that don't come back this way. I said, where does this line run to? He said, son, it runs straight through you. Then he handed me a torn out pass, with a destination marked your past. And the clock struck none, but I heard it chime like it counted down what wasn't mine. These tracks don't lead back where they began, they just pull you deeper from what you understand. Every mile steals a piece of your name, till you ain't sure who's left to blame. Hear the steel hum low like a funeral hymn for the man I was and the life I've been. I don't stop, I don't ask, I just follow down a one-way path. There's a train that comes when the sky goes dead, no light in the front, just a glow of dread. Doors slide open with a hollow sound, like a coffin dragged across the ground. I stepped inside, though I don't know why, felt like I already said goodbye. And the seats were filled with hollow eyes, all staring forward, none alive. And the train rolled on with no clear track through a world that bent and never snapped. Every window showed a different scene of things I did or might have been. I saw my hands in a stranger's crime, felt the weight of things I called not mine. Every version of me I tried to deny sat right there, staring back in my eyes. And the voice on the rail said soft and thin, no one rides here without giving in. Now the train don't stop and I don't age, just a moving ghost in a rusted cage. I hear new footsteps down the aisle, another lost soul in denial. They ask me, where does this go? I just smile like I already know, and I point outside where nothing bends, just an endless track that never ends. These tracks don't lead back, they just erase every trace of who you used to face, every truth gets worn down thin, till there's nothing left beneath your skin. Hear the wheels grind slow through your bones, like a song made out of broken homes. You don't leave, you just adapt to a life that's already snapped. These tracks don't end, they just repeat through the hollow echo of defeat. Every mile's just another lie you tell yourself before you die. If there's God, He don't write this line, left us lost in a loop of time. We don't live, we don't mend, we just ride till the bitter end. So if you hear that whistle in the dead of night, but no train's there, no headlight, don't go looking, don't step near, 'cause it ain't a train, it's something you hear. And once you're bored, you won't come back. Just another soul